Inc. I got my boy Tez B right here. Ready to get it in with this interview, man. So, first of all, I do want to say it's been a minute. I watched this man come from doing the music to, man, a little bit of everything. How do we land up here with this whole tattoo game, man? You out here messing the game up. What's up with the tattoo shop?
I really started practicing with the tattoos in high school, man, playing around with it. And over the years, man, it's just been a hobby, bro. In the last couple of years, I took it serious, man. We started over on the east side of another spot we had over on University. And shit, we built the crew, and we're here now, man.
So were you just kind of even in high school, more or less inspired just to do art? Is that kind of where this?
Yeah, I always been an artist, man. You know, between music, drawing, anything I can do with my hands. I had a contracting company for a while. Anything I can do building with my hands, man, it's kind of my thing.
Yeah. So is it more or less you get to be more creative with what you do? Is that kind of what keeps you going this way? Or is it just you trying to find a new hustle? Because, you know, you be hitting the construction company. I know you was doing that for a minute, crushing that.
Both. It was the contracting was beating me up, man. And this is just more freeing. It's more fun, and it's like you learn something every day, man.
Yeah.
This is like a never-ending journey of learning with this tattooing, man. So I enjoy that part of it.
So as far as time in the game, as far as doing like the tattooing, how long you been? I guess basically doing tattoos. I know you said since high school, but
yeah, it's been
professional-wise, you've been locked in for 2 years or what?
Professionally 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, professionally 2 years.
So what inspired the name Blasted Ink? I think that's pretty tight, but like, where did that come from?
Dog, I don't know. I swear to God, one day I don't know. At first we was going with Inkology at first. I don't know, Blasted Ink. I don't know. It just came to me one day, and I just went with it. It sound right. You say you getting tatted, you getting blasted. You know what I'm saying? So I just went with it.
Is that like the slogan, tatted and blasted?
Yeah,
That's what they calling that?
Blasted Ink, yeah.
So as far as what we working on here, is this kind of inspired by something you came up with, or did the customers usually kind of come in with their own?
Yeah, no, she came in with her own design, with her own ideas for the design. She kind of said we can do whatever, we can come with whatever line we get, as long as we got a crown and a G on his neck. So we getting them in there now.
So if you had to say your most wildest tattoo, what would you say, like, what's the most wildest tattoo you put on somebody? Because I know it gets crazy in the game.
This wildest shit.
It's gotta be crazy out there.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. That's one of them. I don't know right there.
So then, what's the most wildest place you've done a tattoo on somebody? You know, their forehead, back of their neckline, all that shit.
I'd say the palm.
The palm?
Yeah, that was the strangest place I ever gave somebody a tattoo. In the palm.
And what would somebody get something like that right there for? What would they put there?
Dude got an Anarchy A. Dude that I did, you know, the little Anarchy A with the circle around it. Yeah, he got an Anarchy A. It's palm skin, so it faded, of course.
Yeah,
he got an Anarchy A.
Yeah, dang, yeah, that's pretty wild. I don't know about that. I'm not putting tattoos in the palms of my hands. That sounds a little crazy. I'm gonna be real.
For real, that's painful.
So then, are you inspired by any other like tattoo artists or anybody really inspire your type of work, or you just, you know what I mean?
I mean, I watch a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I like Deanna James, I watch her videos. I like Tank from 290 Inc. down there in Houston. Actually, both of them out of Texas. She out of Dallas. But it's a few artists that I like to watch, man. Other than that, I just feed off my guys here in the shop, man. We all kind of feed off each other.
Yeah.
Learn from each other. You know, pick each other's brains. I'll sit back and watch one of them do a whole tattoo just to see what I can learn different, you know.
So if there was like some things that you guys pretty much share most commonly between each other, like as to keep each other up, what would you say? Do you just encourage each other to keep going, or just each other's styles and stuff?
Yeah, that's it for real. It's encouraging, bro. And everybody over here, like everybody here is receptive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I give you some ideas, you'll take it and run with it. I give him some ideas, he'll take it and run with it. And then we got Sensei over here. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's Mr. Miyagi over there. That's Mr. Miyagi. We learned a lot from Toji over here, man.
Yeah.
Shitload, yeah.
Tony been in the game a while yourself?
Yes, sir.
He's
Been
like
me about 25 years.
25? Yes.
Everybody knows we here around these parts.
For real, for real.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's more or less important to keep yourself around more knowledgeable people than when it comes to the tattoo game, like mentorship type thing, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. I think any craft that you're in, you should keep yourself around like-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
If you think you got it all, you know what I'm saying? You'll never grow. You'll never grow. You'll never grow. And I don't mind. Even when I know some shit, I'll shut the fuck up and listen to you. You know what I'm saying? So
That's straight up, yeah. So then, what would you say is some of the more key things that really helped you just kind of stay encouraged with it? And the only reason why I'm asking is because you got to be really gifted and kind of, you know what I mean, really trusty of your hands and stuff when doing this, as you making permanent, you know what I mean, tattoos on people and stuff. So what kind of just keeps you on the up and up and keeps you going and inspired on this kind of thing?
On one hand, it's like the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? On one hand, it's like to see what I can do, see what I'm capable of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Try to push myself to a limit. Then on another, like honestly, man, like my kids, man, my youngest son, he's somewhere just ran through here.
Yeah.
That's his station over here behind us. He want to be a tattoo artist now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit like that keep me in motion, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that keeps me in motion. It make it worth it.
Yeah. So when it comes to like entrepreneurship, work life, family life, man, do you find like many challenges when it comes to doing that kind of stuff?
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah, yeah, hell yeah. It's different when you working for somebody else and you scheduled and you got to miss certain things. It's like it's heavier when you work for yourself and I still can't fucking go. You know what I'm saying? But it's a, trying to find a decent balance, bro. I'm still trying to find a decent balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are some things that you typically do? You typically just make sure you get the family together and go do something after, dad's been putting it down for the future, or what?
Man, I try to. We got our times we go kick it in, chill out for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Or the little events like this morning we had my daughter's volleyball game.
Okay.
Just
Mm-hmm.
show up, be present. They like to kick it around here, so that kind of make it a little easier.
Yeah.
With my youngest anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you inspired to be like you, become a tattoo artist or what?
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
He in there practicing every day most of the time.
Yeah, man. And so when it comes to pretty much kind of at least getting to kind of where you're at as far as where you started, what are like some obstacles you kind of had to overcome personally just to pretty much be in this chair right here, sorry about that, doing this tattoo right here?
Personal obstacles, I say, was just like trusting myself, bro. Cause like anything else, you jumping out on a limb, you know what I'm saying? You taking a leap of faith, bro. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it just was trusting myself with this, bro. Even when it didn't look like it was working at first, just trusting myself, bro. That was the hardest part.
And that's really wild too, yeah.
We still got mortgage, still got a light bill. The water company don't give a fuck about you chasing your dreams.
They dream this bill.
Hell yeah.
That's about what you can dream with them.
For real.
But that is, man, I would say like that's probably a common thing that I hear amongst like a lot of business owners when we sit down and do these interviews, is it's always that self-doubt at first that kind of like really kind of holds you up.
Yeah, especially not being, like Tony say, everybody know him there for 25 years, tattoos. Everybody know me for other shit, but not tattoos, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do tattoos?
You see, I had to get down here and I was like, who's down there?
Literally, bro, you do tats.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And is it more or less like, is it the circumstances, like, like you were saying, like with everyday like bills and living versus like your dreams, is that kind of like the main kind of back and forth thing you deal with then, or?
Yeah, I mean, nowadays it's a little easier,
Mm-hmm.
but that was the hardest part in the beginning.
Yeah.
Was trying to juggle, like, you know what I'm saying, especially coming out of contracting work
Mm-hmm.
and still having these bills, like, shit, man. Tattooing, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, we still got these bills, but other than that, man, it's been cool. And we done built the crew around here. Everybody's cohesive,
Mm-hmm.
so that part's been a blessing.
Yeah, because I definitely want to commend you for one thing for sure, and I always tell even whether it's an artist, a business owner, like the importance of just kind of like reinventing yourself and not being like stuck in one lane or forcing yourself like that.
For sure.
Because I seen you go from rocking the stage, bro, in the studio, to I think y'all was even putting on shows, had your own like recording studio. I don't know if y'all still got that set up or whatever.
Nah, that's gone now. Industry, yeah.
Industry sound thing, yeah. And then the contracting company, and then now you're here doing this. So I want to just commend you on, you know, being able to reinvent yourself. And would you say like that's kind of important too to yourself as far as being able to change lanes like that? Like how you able to do that?
I'll say fuck some shit real fast. that's pretty much it. I'll be like, fuck it, and walk off on it, bro. And I'm telling you, just go with my move, man. I just be going with my move. It pissed my wife off, boy. Nothing piss off like that shit. I just go with my move, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for real.
Oh man, yeah, I bet she probably look at you crazy too.
Every time. Like, nigga, you doing this again? T-shirts. First it was T-shirts. Then it's, you know, contract and everything. I got a shed full of tools. What you mean you don't want to be a contractor? I don't want to do it no more. Yeah.
But man, I don't know. It's like that when you just really need to do something else. So like you kind of get your own, like calling to go do some other stuff.
When them shoes stop fitting you, you know.
Mm-hmm. Kind of just outgrew it a little bit, and now we in here.
Yeah.
But how you like this? Is this more or less kind of more or less your speed for a little while doing creative arts like this, or?
Oh, this is for the rest of my life, so I love what I do now.
Mm-hmm.
For real. I don't know why it took me so long to settle on this. Like I said, I was 15 when I first picked up a tap gun.
Yeah.
Why it took me so long to settle on this, bro? But I ain't moving. I feel peaceful. I wake up feeling peaceful. I wake up feeling rushed, and I go to sleep feeling drained.
Yeah. And speaking of like tattoo guns, so let's just say like somebody young was trying to get inspired to get into the tattoo game like yourself. What are like some like common tools and stuff that like you kind of deal with every day that, you know, maybe the average person doesn't know that even exists? Because me coming in here, I see needles and, you know, ink, and I'm thinking like, yeah, it looks like something hurts in here. So
yeah, everything. We got, I don't know, the only thing that I think be tripping people out be these thermal printers. People don't be, you know, they print out the stencils.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I think be tripping people. Just, you know, we come from drawing stencils by hand.
Yeah. And so that thermal stencil, is that just something else that like changes the game? Like, is it?
It does. It's like like it print them out, you know what I'm saying? Like instead of, if I hand drew this, or I had to stencil this by hand,
Mm-hmm.
just drawing this out would take me 45 minutes to an hour first, and then putting it on the skin, as opposed to just pressing print on that, and then we're ready to go, you know?
Yeah. So is it, if somebody really wanted to kind of get going that's young, would you like kind of inspire them to start drawing on
Anything.
anything?
Drawing on anything.
Mm-hmm.
I would draw on anything. You can order a cheap tack gun and some fake skin and start practicing there, you know.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, I'll draw on anything. Just draw.
Would you want them kids growing up just drawing on everything too?
Oh,
Just taking a marker going up and down the walls?
Oh, not on the wall, I'm gonna beat my ass. Not on the wall, but I drew all day, every day. Like I been sent to ISS for drawing and sit in ISS and draw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So then, when it comes to like the type of drawings, that is there a certain like niche that you like, or you just kind of do whatever?
I kind of do whatever. Right now, I've been practicing this realism. I really want to do portraits. That's the lane I really want to be in.
Okay.
I love doing these animals, and I like doing them portraits, man. That's what I want to do. $1 million to the portraits.
Yeah. What inspired you to want to do the portraits? Because a little more the realism or something?
Yeah, bro. Because it's like, you see other artists, bro. You see other art. Not just other artists, but you see other art, and it's like, damn, how they make it look like a printer printed that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them portraits, man, I think them is dope, bro.
Yeah. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, do you think it's more of a... And
Whole time she damn near done.
that's it right
Yeah, he be saving the fatty meat, which I appreciate.
Is that one of those slept on skills right there, that knowing where to actually kind of tattoo people, like what spots might hurt versus others?
No, because pain, you know, people pain different. People pain tolerance way different.
Yeah.
Normally women, they pain tolerance, they don't feel shit. Real talk. That's what it seems like anyway, bro.
Yeah.
Women don't feel shit. I just had somebody in here, matter of fact, just right before her, just got a skeleton hand. Girl, she ain't flinched not one time. I had to do that about 5 days ago for the same task. I didn't even make it through it. Straight up, I didn't even make it through it.
Yeah, that might have been me. I wouldn't have mad at her. That was probably me.
Especially on the hand, bro. I know it's painful.
So what would you say, like, the most, other than the hand, what else is, like, probably the most painful place you felt?
From personal experience, the ribs is horrible. Just from seeing people, I think the feet look like it hurt. I never seen nobody get a foot tattoo and don't look like they in pain like hell. What else? The hand, the foot, the ribs, stomach tats hurt. That inner thigh, that's where she was gonna put this at first, was on the inner thigh. Yeah.
Wouldn't have been an interview, huh?
No way.
Yeah, so what would you say, like, as far as, like, your biggest tattoo? You've done, like, entire sleeves and legs and, like, that kind of stuff, too, or?
Yep, we did whole sleeves. Not in one session. I ain't never sat in one session and did the whole sleeve.
How many would you
whole
say?
leg sleeves, whole arm sleeves.
Is there, like, an average typically on how long it takes people to get a whole sleeve done?
I think it just depends on what type of designs you got, what type of definition you got in your designs. Because you can get some big shit and you can do that real fast, like right now. But if it's more intricate, then you know it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
It just depends on the piece.
So overall, like, as far as, like, your long-term, like, vision of, like, kind of what you're doing with tattooing and whatnot, where do you see, like, maybe yourself in the next, like, maybe 10 years or so when it comes to this?
10 years from now, I want to still have a gun in my hand. But hopefully we got enough locations for all of us to have our own spots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Get the whole team a shot, huh?
Yeah.
How strong is the team here? How many people?
We got 4 guys here.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we got 4 guys. Me, Rain, Tony, and Chris.
Tony been in the game the longest in it, everybody?
Yeah. I say that's Sensei.
That's Sensei,
For real.
yeah. He definitely before that whole thermal thing came out, huh?
Hell yeah. We can't get him to get an iPad. He's not going.
He's on the rock and the chisel, my boy.
He's back to doing that Mayan tapping thing with it. Well, man, I think it's definitely a beautiful thing what you got going on, bro. You know, I'm glad you're working out your business and making it happen. You know, we got a lot of us that really ain't concentrated on the right stuff. And I think it's good that we can see our brothers out here getting it in, chasing their dreams, even when they're really painful, huh? Yeah, she got that.
Yeah, that jump. That's the end of it, though. Yeah. She made it through.
Yeah, man. So y'all see, man, we down here at Blasted Ink. Another Iowa Block Exchange interview. Tesby got another customer down. This tattoo looks great, by the way.
I got another one.
You got another one? Round two.
Yeah.
Coming back for another one. You'll catch us live on the next interview, man. Make sure you guys go follow Blasted Ink. Get down here for all your tattoo needs. Piercing, I believe, is on the way. Me and my brother was talking about that. So you guys know what it is. Iowa Block Exchange. Stay in tune. Like, follow, share. Oh, also make sure you check our YouTube channel. We are live. Iowa Block Radio 24/7. If you want to know where the music's at, we got that. Interviews, shows coming real soon. You know what it is. We're the team. Iowa Block Radio. Let's go. What's up, bro? Hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean, make sure y'all